Earth signs, you might be in the middle of some kind of skirmish or tricky situation here. We've got the frying pan adding to this ominous looking card of fighting and quarreling. The frying pan here also indicates trouble or accusations. You get the mood. And the elephant card says a long journey, either physical or mental or emotional, will leave you wiser at the end. So that doesn't seem like the most upbeat start to a reading. Let's hope that this is saying you've come a long way, you have sort of leapt out of the frying pan but avoided the fire and are now older and wiser. But let's take a look, because it looks like you have had to go inwards. And if you're in the middle of this situation, then this is the advice: to go inwards. Keep calm and really examine yourself, your motives, your role in whatever this is. And keep quiet in some sort of way. Just withdraw from a situation and process it yourself, is what it seems like. Because engaging and staying to fight is not the right mood or idea here, is what it seems. But this situation is nearing an end if it hasn't already. So it'll be different for all of you. But the Ten of Wands does indicate this heavy burden that you have been shouldering alone. But the 10 means this is it. You are just about to take the last 3 paces to get to the place where you're able to put the sticks down. Whew. Job well done. And like the elephant card says there, you've achieved something here. And whether it is merely wisdom from the School of Hard Knocks, or whether it is something tangible, we will take a look. But there is some fresh element here, a message, or just some moment that proves to you that emotionally there is a fresh start looming for you. There is just some real little spark of hope here, either an apology or somebody reaching out with an opportunity that touches your heart and makes you smile. So let's see what else the universe wants to say about this tough looking situation. Okay, when this elephant card came out at the beginning, that you will end up wiser after this ordeal, these cards are just reinforcing that. Look at this and how, because there is somebody maybe offering you something and you're just like, okay, that looks great, but I'm not going to get excited just yet. I am going to guard myself here. I've got every boundary in the world now. There is no way you are going to be taken for a ride again. So this is like having learnt the hard way. It feels like you've really learnt your lessons, and there is no getting through these 3 cards. It's just like, you can prove yourself to me. Situation or person, whatever it might be, there is just a lot of wisdom here, and you know, a little bit of cynicism, I guess you'd say, but boundaries, barriers, you shall not pass. This is kind of the vibe from these 3 cards. That is pretty funny. Now, this is because you have really looked at what you value, second house, emotionally with the moon. So you are no longer maybe dazzled by frivolous things or empty promises. No, you know what you value, and you value earthy, Taurus type, practical, proof, tangible behaviors, and that means honesty, really. So that is maybe not so flashy attributes, but ones that matter. You've done a lot of transformation is what has happened here. You've really learned the hard way. You've gone through the School of Hard Knocks, but this is your rebirth time. It is time to breathe out, because you have achieved this knowledge. It's been a hard road by the feel of it, and just take a moment to realize that you have learned what you needed to learn. Now is the time of healing for you. And Earth, This is practical stuff, and this is feeling grounded within yourself. This card says the power to give and receive healing. To me, it is saying you are now receiving healing, and in practical ways, you can now grow a tree on this very fertile ground, a tree that will thrive and prosper because you know what's really valuable to you truly. And it's not baubles, it's manure that will help grow the tree. Tinsel is not going to help grow the tree, but manure and water and all those boring things are really what's important. And this is what is going to flood into you now, is what I am picking up. So let's have a look here. We've also got more earth energy with this card, Person of Earth. Now, this is earth sign, so this is you. So you are getting more grounded. There might be another earth sign coming into your life, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But this just says a new sense of stability, the profound ability to grow strong and not be misled by anyone offering shit to you from now on. You have learned a lot. You are so wise now. That is just a repeat of the very first card that came out about this journey that you have been on. And you know now what you can look back and see what you needed to fix, and that you have now know. What am I trying to say? You know that you have fixed it now, and you've got all the skills now to know how to fix a situation when it comes in. If it needs active work, you know how to do that work. So that's what this is saying to me. Because look at these together. This says you've master craftsman person, you've done the work, you've got the knowledge, you've got the practical skills. I mean, you are unstoppable. The energy to lean away from is really letting this betrayal or pain cast a shadow into your current existence. Keep remembering that you have mastered this lesson now, and it's not going to shadow you around. You're too wise for this now, so don't fear that you are still going to be dogged by these kinds of betrayals or people who don't mean what they say. Whatever it is, you now have all of these boundaries in place, tangible, emotional, and mental. So you are very profoundly guarded here. In fact, your energy to lean towards is allowing yourself to move on. Leave all of this betrayal or disappointment in the past. And even if it's disappointment with yourself for your past choices, leave it all in the past, because there's this fresh energy. You're being propelled. There is an angel steering your boat and pushing you towards the safe harbor, calmer waters. So this is a transition of leaving behind the crap, and just knowing that you have achieved. This is accepting lessons, but just know that you've learned everything you need to know. You have the skills now. You can be confident that you have transformed. So don't get yourself all caught up in those kind of like, what if I'm just stuck in a never-ending loop of bad luck? Because no, that's not what's going on here. The gods favor you. This card says, now is the time. Your prayers have been heard. You'll succeed and be vindicated. Yeah, so what a note to end on. It just sums up everything that I've just said. You have no need to fear that you will be sort of haunted by the past. You can move on. The gods favor you, and luck is really going to turn now in your favor. So I hope that helps you, my darlings. If you would like a personal reading, there are some available on my website. But meanwhile, this is Sarah wishing you much abundance, love, and joy.